The National Bank Series is brought to you by Mitre 10.
Seddon Park in Hamilton is the venue for the first test match of two between New Zealand and Pakistan. And it's a fine morning play, starting on time, and Pakistan winning the toss and deciding, surprisingly, the Sun to bowl first on what looks to be a very dry pitch indeed. These are the first two lineups for this series. McCullum, McIntosh, Guptill, Taylor, Ryder, Williamson. They're the ones examined first up by Pakistan. Reece Young on debut with his 100th first-class match, being also Test player number 250. What a day for him. Daniel Vettori, Southey, Arnell and Martin, and Franklin the 12th man. A surprise for Pakistan, leaving out the very talented Umar Akmal at 12th man. So all the emphasis going on the middle order of Yunus Khan and Musbur al-Haq, and in the bowling department, it's all about Abdurrahman and Umar Gol, because they're very talented spinner. So Jazmal is back in Pakistan for the funeral of his father.
He took one hand off the bat and it's flown away to the boundary. Not particularly convincing, but the first boundary of the test match. Oh, he's gone. Beautifully picked up. And Pakistan have struck early. McIntosh out, caught in the slips. And New Zealand lose their first wicket at 9.
Well, this is what Pakistan needed, a bit of a lift. And it has been provided by Tanveer Ahmed. Beautiful delivery, teasing him around his off stump. And Yunus Khan is a tremendous fielder anyway, especially in the slip quadrant. Took a low catch with both hands, and so Pakistan off the mark. Just the kind of dose they needed.
So away goes McIntosh, and New Zealand 9 for 1. Early success for Pakistan sees Martin Guptill in replacing Tim McIntosh. Average of close to 34. Oh, nice shot. Beautiful from Guptill. Down the onside, everything in the right place, and off to the boundary it goes. Lovely shot. Dropped it short. McCullum said thanks very much, and away it goes, and that's a far more convincing shot. Calls for the single. Might be tight. Oh, I tell you what, they're going to go again and get a second run. And we're going to see whether that second run counts now, because it's being referred upstairs.
No damage done. Grounding his bat.
Gets this one away, gets this through the gap. It was another close one, but he hit down on that and placed it well. Hooks in the air. Shouts a catch it. There's two men back. The trap was laid, but it goes in the gap.
It's a great shot. That's what I can tell you. Magnificent drive through wide extra cover.
Yeah, Yunus's pace, he's going to have to be absolutely precise with his length, because that's right in the slot for McCullum.
Shot. Magnificent, majestic from McCullum.
Overpitched again, and McCullum puts it away. And that's the thing of having an aggressive opening batsman. Does put the pressure back on the bowlers.
Here we go. There's a little edge there in McCullum, I think. No.
It's down leg side, and I think he's got a big piece of that. He didn't give much away, McCullum, but he's got away with one there.
Yeah, he's sold the dummy to Rob Tucker.
And that really does hurt. That punishes you, the left arm. You got to feel for Wahab there. It's the 50 partnership, but it should not have been.
Good-looking shot from Guptill. May not go all the way, although it looks like it's gathering pace. Must have been beautifully timed. It was. When it left the bat, it looked as though it was covered by the field, but it's waltzed away to the fence.
A really nice piece of timing from Guptill. This time keeping the ball along the ground all the way. Beat the man at short cover. Once the ball gets past the infield, on these just races away. Very quick. Good piece of timing from Guptill. It was a nice shot.
Very controlled by Guptill. He knew what was coming, and he's just kind of guided it away, really, through mid-wicket.
Well, lunch or no lunch. That's what McCullum thinks of everything. A magnificent blow. First ball he faces since the break. Goodness me, what a shot.
Take that. What a strike. Immediately into action, over long off for a majestic 6, and Umar Gul would have been clearly stunned by that extravagant drive through the offside.
Well, that's a remarkable shot. And another one behind point, and this will test all the legs out there in the deep. McCullum's come out with a very, very positive frame of mind, and because of that he's gone to 50 in no time at all.
Really has been one smashing innings.
Of course, he's going to have to, Brendan McCullum, he's going to have to average more than 37.72 as a batsman from here on in, batting at the top of the order. But certainly, as you pointed out, 66 is a great way to kick off your first year doing it. Oh, look at that for a shot. So much time. That's a wonderful blow. I think that's gone for 6 as well. And that is the longest boundary on the ground by a good stretch. Terrific batting.
And that too against Pakistan's best hope, best chance, Umar Gul, in position early and whacking it over mid-wicket. It didn't leave the ground for a long time. It was flat and hard and over the rope for a magnificent 6. Now this is great going by McCullum after lunch. 2 sixes of Umar Gul. First one over long off, and the second one smoked it over mid-wicket.
And again over the top. He should be out, and he is out. So just as you think he's got them by the scruff of the neck, McCullum plays another loose shot outside off stump, looking for an expansive boundary, and Gul gets his man, and he gets the smile to go with it.
Well, Pakistan extremely lucky in the end to get rid of Brendan McCullum, because you don't plant a fielder there for a catch. He was there to stop the bleeding. And it's Azhar Ali who took his time and caught it nicely in the end. Umar Gul, extremely happy, ecstatic, showing batsmen the way to go back to the hut. Gone after an entertaining innings of 56, ends at 92 for 2.
92 for 2, and out comes Ross Taylor, the New Zealand vice-captain, averaging 41.54 with 10 50s and 500s against his name already. He's a young man still, but he's the one they say is the key point of the batting order. A lot of responsibility on those young shoulders already in his career, and it seems now that leadership is coming up too, not too far away. Taylor can't get a run. He can. Could be run out here. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness me. What a calamity that almost was. He missed the stumps picking up the ball. So Ross Taylor may well have escaped there. He's so quick. What do they say about running on misfields, especially when the misfield goes straight towards the stumps? Oh, he's missed the chance there.
It was a sitter. Schoolboy stuff, and Wahab Riaz is the fielder who missed the ball, missed the stumps, and there you see the anguish and the anxiety and the frustration.
He gets it wrong this time, and Ross Taylor does sweep. Little under edge and picks up a boundary.
that's an edge. Yes, it is. Ross Taylor walks a little under edge, I think. First impression, and a good catch from the young keeper. So another blow for Pakistan.
Yeah, under pressure. Rahman doing a terrific job. A little bit short. Taylor's rock back to cut. Under-edged. And Pakistan, well, they're dominating the first part of the session. They'll be delighted with that. New Zealand's best player out for 6, 99 for 3.
So Jesse Ryder at number 5 for New Zealand. 15 matches, very good average. He's fashioning a terrific record. 300 650s, high score of 201. All 3 of those centuries against India.
6.1 overs. This is a long spell in hot conditions. He's doing a terrific job.
Outside edge, through the gap though between third slip and gully.
And he plays a lovely stroke. Beautiful use of the feet, Jesse Ryder, and into the gap it went. And that's a very nice shot to the boundary.
Nice and relaxed at the crease, and especially when he was driving that one through the offside. Have a look at him. Wristy through the offside. That is what Guptill needs to do.
And that's away. It's gone away through backward point. Probably not intended to go behind point, but it has done. Well, Jesse Ryder's taken it into his hands and has smacked it over mid-wicket. And let's watch the umpire. He's waiting for a call of some sort. And in fact, it's going to be checked upstairs. Not absolutely sure whether that cleared the ropes or not.
Still guessing, is he? No, the arms go up. It's a 6.
Gee whiz, he bowls a long way back, doesn't he?
Trying to hang it in the air for a longer time.
That's a fine touch. Cleverly played. He's been looking to edge it away down that leg side for a while. And not able to be hauled in. So Jesse Ryder having a good over. Bowler straight a wee bit. And he got it away fine.
Well, this is excellent batting from Jesse Ryder. Went back and played it fine away from the fielder. Hafiz at square leg had, in the end, nothing to do with it because he was miles away from the ball.
Brendan McCullum.
Oh, he's out. Run out. Stony cold out, Jesse Ryder, by a mile. Oh, that's just downright bad luck for all concerned. Guptill throws his bat on the ground. It's not his fault. It's just one of those things that happens in cricket, and Jesse Ryder, he was so far down, he had no price at getting back.
Oh, this is cruel. It really is. Ryder doing what he should do, backing up. Look at that finger from Wahab. Ryder miles out, nothing he can do, can't turn around, can't get back. But he has to walk back to the pavilion, gone for 22. Unluckily, New Zealand 135 for 4.
Well, Kane Williamson playing his first test match on home soil. This is his backyard. He's a Tauranga boy, but played a lot of cricket on Seddon Park, averaging 42. So he's had a pretty useful start. He had 100 against India, which is not easy over there. It's a war of attrition in those conditions, but he got through that really well. He comes in because Jesse Ryder will be absolutely seething downstairs. Just a finger on it from the bowler, and Jesse Ryder hadn't even really turned. He's backed up a long way. Just a little touch. That's all it needs. And Ryder knew. Great shot. Magnificent blow. That's one for Jesse.
Well, Guptill just loves the ball coming on. The extra pace on the delivery. Look at that. Hands through the ball. Through cover. Beautiful shot. Along the ground all the way.
Oh, that's a lovely shot from Williamson. Delightful start.
Well, that's a beautiful shot from Williamson, because at the last second, just before he hits the ball, he opens his wrist. Look at that. Just to get the ball in the gap. He knew where the gap was. Last second, he opens the face of the bat. Look at that. Picks the gap beautifully. That's class. That's a nice way to get underway. Nice and positive. Look at that.
It's timing. That's beautifully worked through the onside for 4. Just a gentle push. 150 up for New Zealand. Oh, that's beautifully played off the back foot this time. 2 exquisite offside shots from Williamson.
Just a touch short from Rahman. And if he does air, Kane Williamson is into position so quick to get on top of that, pick his gap. Really is a freebie for a class player off the back foot.
It's 50 for Martin Guptill, by the way, and that's very well played. Out! After all of that, he bowls the worst ball he's bowled the whole time, and Guptill's hit it straight to cover. And another bonus, you'd have to say, for Pakistan. They've had a couple in this session, and that is an absolute peach for them to grab hold of. A ripe peach at that.
Oh, it's a horror, Smithy. It's a terrible way to get out. It just shows the mental block Martin Guptill's got facing spin. Look at that. Could hit that anywhere in the ground and normally would. Instead, he just hits it straight to cover. As soft as you like. Guptill has worked hard for 50, but has to go. New Zealand 158 for 5.
What a huge moment for Rhys Young. He makes his test debut for his country today in his 100th first-class match, so he's got a lot of experience behind him, but this is a moment he's been dreaming of for his whole cricketing life, and maybe longer than that. Here's Rhys Young at a terribly awkward time just before tea. Oh, he's like, oh, no, fidgety stuff. Oh, gosh.
Rhys Young underway. Come back for 2. So that's always a nice moment. Have runs under your belt.
Nice shot. Very nice shot. And it's a boundary. Oh, well played. Got a little bit cramped up in the shot, but he was nicely over the top of it and to pick the gap. There's been no third man all day, and that's 4.
Oh, Peel here. That's pretty straight, yeah. It is pretty straight. Daryl Harper says yes. Looking to sweep across the line, and that to me looked like it was going on to hit, even though he was a little way down.
Well, it was a quicker one from Abdur Rahman. Let's see where the impact was. He went wider of the stumps. It didn't spin much, just a little bit, but you always will have a little bit of doubt when you're striding forward. But Daryl Harper raised the finger, and it did surprise Rhys Young, who's gone for 40.
WW to the bowling of Rahman for 14 for 33 deliveries after 33 minutes of the crease.
176 for 6. New Zealand have lost Rhys Young. And Daniel Vettori comes to the crease. New Zealand skipper. Very good record. 500s, 22 50s. Hasn't been in the best of form with the bat of late. Big appeal, full, and he's got him. Rod Tucker says yes, that's out. And that did look out. Vettori missed it completely. Cannon into the pads, very low, around about the boots, and he's gone as well, the New Zealand skipper.
Well, really a magic delivery from Tanveer Ahmed. Yorker and spot on. There you see, missed the ball completely, played all over it, and would have gone on to hit the stumps big time. So a great result for Tanveer Ahmed. He's worked extremely hard to pick up his second wicket, and well, disappointing end to Vittori's knock. Gone early for Knott. 177 for 7.
Tim Southey is the new man for the Black Caps. 177 for 7 now. Just the 12 test matches. That's nice from Tim Southey. Really nice timing. His first boundary.
That's beautifully done off the back foot. In position early and drove it magnificently.
In the air and away. Just feeling for it, but controlled it well in the end. Feeling again and away again. Well, this will frustrate Gull. Good stroke. That was a fuller delivery, and that was total control there by Southey. 200 up for New Zealand.
That's Gould trying to pitch the ball up again, and Tim Southey's got no lack of timing.
It's a lovely shot, Kane Williamson. The on drive from the left arm spinner, and he'll pick up 4.
Beautiful shot this. You just look at the way Kane Williamson gets that front leg out of the way. He doesn't commit his front foot down the pitch at all. He drags it out of the way, full face of the bat. Really nicely played. That's over top. Half volley, smashed away. And it brings up 50 partnership between Tim Southey and Kane Williamson. So very good effort. 53 now. He's 2, and Southey's moved through to 37. Good innings from him so far.
Well, this delivery got what it deserved. Got spanked.
Yeah, put away again. Short this time, wide, and Southey picks up 4 more. 9 off the over, 234 for 7.
Gee, that's well timed. That is really well timed. It just looked like a nudge. Oh, beautiful. One of the best shots in the game. Straight as a die. And a boundary for Williamson to end the over. And it's 252 for 7.
Well, this did have some power because it had some beautiful timing behind it. Lovely stroke. A straight drive down the ground. The minute it beat mid-on, it always looked like it was going for 4.
Calls for the single, and they'll have to hurry, and he makes it. And that's 50, and it's going to be a little more too because there's overthrows, and it might just about go all the way. I suspect so. I think the fieldsman gave that up. So that's 5 runs and a 50 for Tim Southey.
Yeah, well played, Tim Southey. Good responsible innings. 54 from 75. It hasn't been crash bang. He's hung in there. And he's prospered.
McIntosh went early. McCullum and Guptill half centuries. Ryder was a little unlucky, but Williamson and Southey have seen it out for New Zealand today. 260 for 7, and 1 or 2 standout performances. Gould bowled really well, 1 for 78. Tanveer struck when he needed to, but the workload from Raymond the left armour, 3 for 51 off 30 overs. So there it is. Day 1 has been completed here at Seton Park in Hamilton.
The National Bank Series was brought to you by Mitre 10. The National Bank Series is brought to you by Mitre 10.
Is there a better sight than umbrellas up, sunshine, the green grass of a cricket ground, and the thought and the prospects of an intriguing day here in Hamilton? Good crowd starting to build up already as we head into day 2.
And Williamson calls for the first run. This will be tight, and I think he would have been gone there. Nerves early on. Williamson called, and Southey a bit slow to get going, and I reckon he might have been short.
Yeah, certainly gave that impression that he was going to be short. Southey, good piece of fielding to his left hand. Not the greatest of throws, and Southey probably in the end had enough pace to get through. As long as you're backing up, Nisbo, that sort of runs no problem at all. And Southey did well there, responded to the call of Williamson. He played well yesterday, Tim Southey. Really dug New Zealand out of a big hole. 56. He was aggressive and positive with 8 boundaries.
Well, that's gone straight up, and he is on his way. Very first ball, and they're bowling to a planned Pakistan, and Southey not able to defend it away, and he's been taken in the slips, and just like that, Pakistan get the breakthrough.
Well, quite often this happens. New day, different setting, and it's a good fast bouncer from Umar Gull. Look at that. Southey couldn't get the hands down. Straight at the head. Nice easy catch for Yunus Khan at second slip. And that's just the start Pakistan would have wanted this morning. Very good innings from Tim Southey. Comes to an end. He's gone for 56, and New Zealand are 261 for 8.
So Brent Arnell is the new batsman, with the sudden and rather quick demise this morning of Tim Southey. Oh, and he's got it away too. He's swiped it away, and he's got 4 runs. Well, he was sitting on the back foot waiting for it to happen. And this time he will take it. And that is a Test 50 for Kane Williamson.
Well, it's a brilliant innings from the young man who continues to grow and grow in this form of the game. Showing what a class player he is. 50 from 123 balls. He's been a key player in New Zealand, salvaging this innings that was in tatters yesterday.
Oh, it's gone straight up in the air, and that is the end of Williamson. Tried to paddle it away on the leg side, and he has been taken by the keeper. And Williamson is on his way. Now, the umpires are having a chat here. Quite sure what it's about, but Williamson's on his way anyway. 274 for 9. So the last 2 New Zealand batsmen together. Chris Martin has arrived after Kane Williamson was dismissed. So it's 274 for 9.
In the air. Out. Has he got it? He has. No, it's gone through. No, it didn't go through. I don't know what was happening, but it's not out.
Well, would you make up your mind? Well, it was pretty dramatic. Yunus Khan airborne for a while, and really would have been a smashing catch this. Got there with one hand and almost got it, but when he hit the ground, he lost the control of the ball as well. But great try nevertheless.
Needed to stick. He had it in his hand. It was when he hit the ground and came out. Boy, it was a tremendous effort. Huge angle for the umpire to factor there. Pulling straight up in the air. And out. So there'll be no 100 for Martin today. Arnell's got himself out. Simple catch to mid-on. The short-pitched approach has paid dividends for Tanvir, who ends with 4 wickets. A good haul from him. New Zealand all out for 275.
So in the end, it was a pretty quick demise for New Zealand this morning, all out for 275, adding just 15 runs for the last 3 wickets. All players bounced out by short pitch bowling and not handling it at all well in the end. So, yes, Southey didn't continue on, 56, so he was equal top score with McCullum. And Williamson bringing up the 4th half century of the innings, but New Zealand will know that a number of those starts were not turned into big enough numbers. 275 then. And for Pakistan, well, the quick bowlers did get good reward in the end. Tanvir, 4 for 63. He'll be mighty pleased with that effort on a flat pitch. Gould was very threatening this morning, and he worked out a couple of players quite nicely. 2 for 84, and yesterday's hero, Raymond, unrequired. 3 for 51 from his 30 overs.
Hafiz is a good striker of the ball. He's had a few comebacks in his career, short career, but that average is improving all the time. 200s and 450s is a... He's got good technique, good temperament.
Driving in the air. Got him! What a catch that is! It's McIntosh. That is an absolute ripper.
Well, absolutely brilliant. Hafiz was stunned by that effort. Well, really, you've got to credit this to the slip fielder. McIntosh with a breathtaking effort and a brilliant take in the end. Slicing the ball, Hafiz. Saw it, his eyes lit up, and have a look at that one. Great piece of anticipation, allowing the ball to come and hit his grip. And so that's an early exit for Hafiz. Gone for Norton. Straight away, Pakistan under a little bit of pressure.
Next one, please.
Yep, that's next one.
Middle.
Middle.
That's a good stroke. That's a really good shot. And that's the sort of ball that has to be put away, and it is. 5 for 1. And again through the onside. Timing not as good this time, but it's good enough to take it for 4.
A couple of good shots from Azhar Ali and now from Tawfiq Umar. It was uppish, but
falling straight again. You can hear the yell from Chris Martin. Fair enough, disappointed with himself. This will go for 4 as well. Just driven on the onside. Vittori couldn't get down, and all they do is watch it go for 4. 3 4s in the over. Chris Martin 2 straight. He's got to get his line right here. The ball is not swinging for him. He's got to adjust, and adjust quickly.
Great shot for 4. Wasn't that bad a ball, actually, that one. And in the air, it was not that well controlled, but there are gaps, as Shane Bond has pointed out. And they are exploited. Second boundary in the over, and Pakistan start as a good one now, 27 for 1. Not really in control of that shot. He looked to repeat that one down the ground, but if anything, it might have just moved a tad. Just took it away from the middle of the back. You can see the shape there. Flicked away in the air, and it's nicely timed, and it may well go to the fence for yet another boundary. It does. So runs coming very quickly here for Pakistan, and yes, I would be scratching the beard as well. That's another boundary. New Zealand are just straying here, and they're getting peppered square of the wicket. They're not getting it right, and they're gifting Pakistan a good start. Daniel Vittori, I'm not sure he looks 100%. He's been a bit low-key, and it's a very hot day, and he's going to have to bowl a lot of overs. And to see him down on his haunches here already is not a good look for me.
Pulls away well. That's a really good stroke there. Oh, straight. It's a boundary, another boundary, and it brings up the 50, but not a bad delivery at all. It was close. It was taken from off the stumps.
Yeah, it's a good piece of bowling from Arnell. It's a good length. It's nipped back.
Oh, that was in the air. And that might have hit Ryder on the full. Always a chance of a rebound there.
I think it's been pinged straight into Jesse Ryder's leg. Should be plenty of protection there with shin guards, but was hit hard by Taufiq. No chance at all for Ryder. No reaction time at all. Look at that. Oh, straight through.
He goes with a fuller one. Well played. Just waited for it and placed it away for 4. He will not miss out, and he doesn't. 60 for 1. Well played. Just waited and leant on it and placed it. That is top-class batting. Great start to get across that 100 mark. That's every batsman wants. Through the onside again. A repeat of what happened in the first session of bowling for Chris Martin.
On a pitch like this, you've got to be extremely efficient with your lines and direction.
Edge gone, simple catch. Well done, Chris Martin. He's got the wicket. He's bowled a good line to the right-handers, and finally he's just got a little fiddle outside the line of off stump, and he's picked up wicket number 2.
Beautifully done. One error in his technique is when he's facing up to such delivery. Short and little wide, a little bit of outswing. Not covering the line of the ball, not covering the line of the swing, hanging his bat at that one, but credit to the bowler for making him play that shot. Azhar Ali gone for 24, 72 for 2.
Yunus Khan, you have to say, senior batsman in this lineup. Off the mark here. A good chase for Taylor, and it beats him. He's quick, and this outfield is quicker. 76 for 2.
He's showing some real signs of frustration here, Taufiq. He's got 48. 40 of those in boundaries. And there it is. He's got his 50. It's a controlled shot, dabbed away down through the gully, and a well-compiled 50 by Taufiq Umar.
Yeah, very well played. 52. He's powerful early, and that was again width. I think perhaps Yunus Khan's little word in the air got through to him because he just waited on it, played it nicely, and dabbed it away through the gap. His first 50 in Test cricket since October 2003.
Just slipped down the leg side here, and it's going to cost him 4 runs, Chris Martin. Nice looking shot. I think this might go all the way as well. That's a good orthodox cover drive. Same shot, and this one might get there as well. It's going to be a stretch, and he's done it again. So 3 boundaries in the over. The 100 comes up for Pakistan, and it's 102 for 2. Oh, and he's taken it. Catch taken at mid-wicket. Batsman can't believe that he's played a false shot, but he's got to go, and Taufiq departs. Pakistan 104 for 3.
Yeah, straight to Kane Williamson. Brent Arnell has found a length that wasn't really there to drive, back over the wicket. was just a little shorter than half volley length, and he's just clipped it straight to mid-wicket. Kane Williamson taking a very comfortable catch. And Brent Arnell picks up his first wicket courtesy of some good bowling. Taufik Umar is out for 54. It's 104 for 3.
Yeah, it's been a good session so far for New Zealand, and it's a good time to probably get New Zealand's best bowler back.
Outside edge out. Got him. Just lobbed it back, looking to turn it on the onside. Arnell's found the outside edge, and he's picked up 2 for himself.
Just looking to turn the ball on to the onside. It's held up a little bit. And Arnell, he's taken a goober. But that's a huge wicket for New Zealand. Yunus Khan, 23. Caught and bowled Arnell, Pakistan, 107 for 4.
That's Shafiq early on in his career, just the 2 matches, but a good average there. Short cover, 2 straight and picked off. Gift runs, 107 for 4. 111 for 4. Beautiful day to watch cricket. A very good ground for test match cricket. The embankments, which pretty much run a good halfway around the ground, then the temporary seating there.
I think that speaks for itself, Rick.
This one's through, well controlled too. It's past the men and close, and it just kept running away from Chris Martin. Oh dear. Oh, that was a laboured old chase, that one.
Again, it's taken off middle stump. It's well played, and that's the effects of a 6-over spell there from Chris Martin.
He got the slide all wrong, didn't he? Instead of sliding, he dug in.
And that will run away for a boundary. So a genuine outside edge, and Shafiq will take that.
I think one mistake that most subcontinent batsmen make when they tour New Zealand is they go a little too early at the ball. Just like this, you've got to allow the ball to come and hit your bat. You've got to feel it hitting your bat, and I think Pakistan at times have been muscling the ball. They're that bat way ahead of the front pad.
Just a wee bit short and enough space for a classy player to get that away, and Shafiq does just that. Oh, it's a bad ball, and that I think is going to get the treatment all the way to the fence. It is. Martin can't cut it off. Interesting from Maurice Hug. He thought that maybe Shafiq had just lost balance and raised his foot. He was certainly behind the line, but did the foot come up?
This one just kept low. Look at that. Went underneath the bottom edge. Didn't bounce as high as what Shafiq thought it would. And I'll tell you what, Smithy, that's out. Well, very close to it anyway.
Well played. Just slightly over tossed by Chris Martin, and down to the fence it goes for 4.
Well, I've just had some information come to hand that Dan Vittoria's had some blood tests. He's obviously under the weather. I don't think it's anything nasty. I'll know more when the tests come back, so...
Catch it.
Down the pitch he comes, and he's lofted it very high, and it's gone for 4. As he's thrashed this one away, backward a point, just threw the bat at it, and it's gone to the fence for 4.
There it is, 50 up. Well, I said Shafiq, very nicely played. Taken his time, played some good shots, been patient and well deserved.
Yeah, I've enjoyed his sobriety and calmness at the pitch. Really has been a good solid innings from a good young player.
Well, looks like he will, because that is a big heave, and that is 4 runs. It was a bit agricultural.
Catch it.
Goes big over mid-wicket. That might go all the way, and it has. Well, it's a boundary, but oh goodness, we've seen none of this all day. Misbah ul Haq, he's all of a sudden got all the shots in the book and he's trying to play them every over.
Yeah, we've whipped into 2020 mode in the last 6 overs of the day, Dooley.
I mean, 4 goes on the scorecard, but boy, goes again. And another one. 4 more. That's the over bowled. It's 50 up for Misbah ul Haq. He's batted very well for that 50. 128 balls, and it's 230 for 4.
It's a great support from Shafiq as well.
Right through the covers. That's 4 more. Don't bother chasing that.
Half volley from Vettori, and he's put it away. And these are all important runs at the end of the day. Pakistan have rattled on a quick 20-30 runs here and are fast approaching New Zealand's total.
New Zealand skipper, I'm sure he just can't wait for these 2 balls to be over and done with. I was quite lucky the bath and the ice were only used for one thing when I finished playing. Certainly wasn't human beings in it, that's for sure. So last ball of the day. Tim Southee has the duty. Asad Shafiq. Now taking his time, making the batsman wait. He pulls away. Now Southee has to wait. And we're ready to go finally. Gets that Yorker in, but Shafiq is up to the task. Over in time, says Rod Tucker. And a good day for Pakistan, a very good afternoon. Partnership of 128 runs, been outstanding here. Handshakes, Misbah and Shafiq batted really well, been very patient throughout the day. 35 overs for 99 runs and no wickets. That's the key for Pakistan, and that's what hurts and is tough for New Zealand. 2.83 runs per over. So there's the Pakistan scorecard. Hafiz out early. Very good catch from Tim McIntosh. Taufiq Williamson, it was a good catch too at mid-wicket. Azhar Ali. Reece Young's first Test match catch off Chris Martin, and then Yunus Khan caught and bowled Brent Arnell. 235 for 4. New Zealand bowlers, 2 for 67 for Chris Martin. Southee unlucky, bowled really nicely all day, none for 37. Arnell picked up a couple of wickets and none for Vettori, Williamson and Guptill. So New Zealand, of course, bowled out this morning for 275. 50s for Southee, McCullum, Williamson. And Pakistan replying with 235 for 4. In 80 overs, they trail by 40 runs. So we'll be back on air tomorrow. Let's hope for a day as good as today as far as the weather is concerned here in Hamilton. Day 3 of this first Test match between New Zealand and Pakistan, live from 10:30 a.m. on Sky Sport 1. We'll see you then.
The National Bank Series was brought to you by Mitre 10. The National Bank Series is brought to you by Mitre 10.
And Pakistan have regrouped, and courtesy of a partnership which is still going between Shafiq and Misbah, realising 120 runs unbroken.
Oh, he turned himself inside out, but he's got the first boundary of the day. It's finished away just forward a square, and a boundary. Nice fielding. Very well stopped down at mid-on by Brendan McCallum. Oh, lovely stroke. Best shot of the morning by a long way. And the captain takes 4 runs.
Oh, that's a lovely shot from Misbah. Arnell just a touch full. And look at that, straight through the ball. Lovely cover drive from the Pakistan skipper to get his morning underway.
Goes again, and that's another boundary. Oh, good shot. Lovely stroke. Backward a square, 4 runs. Close. Yes, he's got him.
Tim Southey nice and straight. And it's nipped back a touch, maybe a touch high. We'll need to look at that. I think that's a little bit tough, but Southey doesn't care. Finger goes up from Daryl Harper. Good innings from Shafiq. Is over for 83, and Pakistan 256 for 5.
83 from 202 deliveries.
Pakistan's new batsman, Adnan Akmal. He took a long time to make his call. Deliberated a fair while, did Daryl Harper. Anyway, here's Arnell. Oh, and up they go again, and another one.
New Zealand this time, Brent Arnell getting the ball to seam back. Look at that. A lot of movement. Hit him on the back leg. To me, that looks a lot closer than the other one. Height's not a problem at all. Back leg. I think that's a good decision. Well done, Rod Tucker. Brent Arnell gets Misbah al Haq, who goes for 62, and now Pakistan 256 for 6.
Abdur Rahman is the new batsman for Pakistan. Well, that's going away down to third man. It's unprotected. And it wasn't a convincing stroke at all. So bad luck for Southey. It caught the outside edge. It's gone for 4.
Nicked and over the top. 4 runs.
Frustration for Southey. There's a little bit of width. No, he's gone hard at the ball. That's why he's got away with it. And it's gone quickly.
That one's turned away. Quite fine. Arnell after it. He won't get it. 4 more. Now, there is a little bit of rough outside the off stump. Put down, is it? I think by the reactions, you'd have to say yes. Was full. A thin edge to Reece Young. Yeah, it was. Just snatched at it a little bit there, Reece Young. It was very full. It was a full-blooded drive from Rahman. And it's clipped away. And that might be 4, and it will be 4. That's nicked away. Could be 4 more, and it will be. Down through third man, so 10 runs off this over so far.
Oh, that's a good shot, isn't it? Down the ground, uses his feet. He might have been on naught for a while, but he ain't anymore. Bang!
I'm sure that 6 will relax him just a little, but I don't know for how long, because temperamentally he's a tail ender. So you expect tail enders to do something out of the ordinary, be a little unconventional in style and mood. And
It's another boundary, so he's really underway now at Ammon. Glorious, glorious. The Akmals at their best.
well, that really was a smashing drive through the offside, a la Umar Akmal. But Adnan Akmal is clearly making New Zealand sweat and think, and possibly making them panic a little by this wonderful cameo. On 29 from just 25 balls.
Glorious. So much time. He does look impressive, Adnan Akmal. It's 2.99 for 6. Down the wicket. And very straight too. That's a really good shot. And the reason why, there's a man back there. He's taken it on for 6. Hit it dead straight.
That's the second time he's gone in that direction with great success, and Daniel Vettori clearly would be stunned by this counter punching from Abdur Rahman. This is good attacking batting. Not worried at all by that long on.
And he can add another 4 to that. It was wide, it got the treatment, and the 50 partnership comes up. Edge dropped.
Oh dear. That's Ross Taylor.
Well, it's a good start from Brent Arnell. Just nipping away from the left-hander who follows it with his hands. Nice, healthy edge. Exactly where you want it to go if you're standing at first slip. And Ross Taylor puts it down. That's exactly where you want it. Nice, comfortable catching height. Good pace.
Driving handsomely into the gap. It's a fast outfield. There's 3 of them after it. And they can't get it. A long way off target for this throw.
This is where they've got to bring yellow cards into cricket. I mean, it's all very well to throw the ball at the stumps. I don't mind that. He's thrown the ball at that guy who's about 2 yards away from the stumps and nearly hit him. That is a yellow card.
Hot, sweaty conditions in Hamilton. His hand's a bit hot and he's just held on to it a fraction longer.
He spent way too much time out in the sun, Macca. It's got to you. He's outside the crease and he's hit him.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. So that's some variation, but I'm afraid that's a bit full and wide to count.
Well, a bit of spin from Brent Arnell. That's the first one that's turned from the Kiwis. Arnell bowling a leg cutter. Look at that. And it's hit the foot marks and turned. And it's beaten Reece Young, who can't believe what's just happened and gone for 4 byes. Look at the bounce there.
Driving in the air. Out! What a catch. That is a goodie. Jesse Ryder, who was a good mover in that gully position, has pulled off the top catch, and it was one that was desperately needed.
Oh, brilliant movement from Jesse Ryder to his left. Great bowling by Southey. Touch wider. Adnan looking to hit through the covers. Wide delivery. Couldn't get over the top of it, and it went quickly to Ryder's left. And he got both hands to it. That's the impressive thing. Southey had some luck at last. And Adnan Akmal goes for 44. Pakistan 332 for 7.
Umar Gul is the new player.
And he'll look to throw the bat at the ball where he can.
Oh, that's a goodie first up. Tim Southey does that, actually. That's one of his modes. The minute he gets a new batsman, he'll get one full and straight first up. He did it to Misbah Ul Haq Gee, that's well played, though.
Bowling! Chopped it on to the middle stump. And the wickets are coming in batches.
Just tried to force it through the offside, inside edge. Brett Arnell has his best test figures. Raymond's out for a well-played 28. Pakistan 332 for 8.
332 now for 8.
Tanveer Ahmed is the new batsman for Pakistan. Oh, that's a nice shot by Umar Gul, and that's going to go all the way, I suspect. Yes, it is. He just leant into that and hit it square, and 4 runs to get him underway. Well, that's nicely played off his toes. He's clipped it beautifully. Timing was superb as well. And 9 off the Saudi over, and Pakistan 341 for 8. Oh, he's lofted it away beautifully. He's timed it, 1 bounce and 4 runs. Just played through the line and away it went.
Goal is a more than capable batsman.
Goes again. He's got more of this. That's 6.
Oh, well, the fast bowlers are on their feet in the commentary box. That's a terrific shot.
Oh, that's got away. And it's gone between wicketkeeper and first slip. Now, did he get a glove on it?
Just to have a look at the last ball here and Reece Young's positioning. Did it get away from him? Yes, it did. It was a tough one. Loader was right, but it did carry. So New Zealand won't be thrilled at their fielding performance so far in this test match. It was a really tough one. To be fair, it was dying on him, but Arnell knows that was a 5-wicket bag that went begging.
Oh, that's a beautiful stroke. That is the shot of a batsman. One on the previous over through mid-wicket, and this one through the covers.
That's a quality shot. Over pitch from Southey, but still, that's batsman-esque.
Nicely stroked away again. Vettori can give it away. The timing is excellent. And Tanveer Ahmed has hit 16, 4 fours. And yes, got him. It was on the front foot, but it was pretty low. And Vettori gets his first wicket of the test.
That's out.
So Vettori strikes immediately. Umar Gul departs after a breezy 17, and it's 365 for 9.
Chris Martin. Does he have another one? Yes, he will. Tim Southey takes the catch. And Chris Martin will pick up his 3rd wicket. And it'll be number 500 in first-class cricket for Chris Martin. So I'm sure his teammates probably don't know that as yet, but 500 first-class wickets for Chris Martin. Caught Tim Southey. And Tanveer out for 18. Wahab Riaz will remain not out on naught. So Pakistan lose their last wicket at 367.
So a very long, drawn-out process, but Pakistan did it well. They made sure that New Zealand stayed out there for a long time, and there were some really good contributions after Hafiz. Everyone getting to double figures, with the exception being Wahab, who was left not out on naught. But by and large, it was solid concentration, hard graft, and ensuring that they got the lead that they eventually ended up with.
McCullum's underway. That is nice. Just turned off his hip. Nicely timed, and he's off the mark with a boundary.
Yeah.
McCullum cuts this time. That'll be 4. Give it away. This outfield is very quick.
I think straight's the way to go early. That is one that you can cut, because that was short and that was wide. It asked for it. Edge. Dropped. Well, how many chances? How many chances, one have we seen today? And how many chances to get established is McIntosh going to get?
Well, it's a ripper from goal. It's a healthy edge. And it's just got to him a little bit quickly. Perfect length. It's a full length. And it's almost behind him by the time he's got his hands on the ball. And he's never really looked like catching it.
Well, it's almost an action replay of the first innings too. Here's Tanvir. Oh, that's not a particularly good delivery. And that is fair smash to the boundary. And again, invited again, and the same result, and fair enough. Bowled and stumped. Oh, that's brilliant work.
This time some flight, some guile. McIntosh deciding to get down his crease to defend the ball. Missed it. Adnan took the bails off quick as you like. McIntosh couldn't get back, so his innings comes to an end for 3. New Zealand 36 for 1.
After 33 minutes, and 3 New Zealand 30.
Oh, great shot. That is wonderful way to get off the mark from Guptill.
And up goes the finger.
It came off the body. I don't know. Possibly a bit of glove. Who knows? The front on view will provide us with a better view. But he obviously looked disappointed. Didn't like it one bit. But Pakistan absolutely jumped with joy, seeing his back is gone after playing a good hand. 35, he got 44 for 2 New Zealand.
New Zealand down 44 for 2.
Ross Taylor joining Martin Guptill at the crease with McCullum gone. Oh, he's got it away very fine. Stepped inside it and got it very fine. And that's a delightful stroke. Taylor picks up his second boundary in the over, and New Zealand are 56 for 2. Oh, this has gone high. He's in trouble here, and he has gone. He's thrown it away, Guptill.
There you see him having a real go at it, trying for a mid-wicket slog rather than the sweep shot, and then it was skied up and nicely held by Taufiq Umar. It already grasped one, so good catch in the end. Guptill goes early for 11, 60 for 3 New Zealand in a bit of bother.
Jesse Ryder comes to the crease. Oh, that's a pretty good start. He's got him.
He got it right when it met it. That ball came back, hit him directly on the toe of his shoe, and he was gone straight away. First ball.
What chance is it? Oh, he's hit. He's hit directly here. They're going to go upstairs.
No, that's the bail coming
That's
up
the
there.
bail
It is dislodged there. He's short, and he's still on the line there. Clearly that's out. That is a dreadful wicket. Quick singles of that description are not on at all. That is a dreadful wicket. 61 for 5 now. Taylor on his way.
So Reece Young comes to the crease. I'm sure he wouldn't have expected this.
Close, close, close. No, not out. Watch it. Careful. Oh, now they're interested here in a catch. They are interested in a catch. That's why they hung around, and you heard the double barrel call here, because they think there might have been an inside edge, and they believe that it's ricocheted onto the pad and away and been caught.
Inside edge onto the pads. It's been taken. The catch has been taken. Yeah, big inside edge onto the pad. And the help of technology, Kane Williamson has to go So New Zealand in dire straits, 61 for 6th.
Just stay in there. Get through the stumps.
Turned that away, that'll be 4. Well, big appeal here. Oh, gone. Vittori's out. The quicker one slid through, turned a little bit.
Yeah, just have a look at the way that Daniel Vittori steps back very, very quickly to get out of line here. Take his pad out of the side of the umpire. He knew he was in trouble. That's hit him in front about middle and off, going on to hit middle halfway up. Now Vittori's had a dreadful game with the bat. He's out for 3, 71 for 7.
10 deliveries.
Really loopy. Southey goes down the ground and goes for 4. 1 bounce.
Yeah, he's got it away. And he's timed it pretty well. And a wicket straight away. Southey has holed out. And Umar Gul has a wicket off the first ball of a new spell.
And Tim Southey this time hitting in the air. Good catch above his head. Out for 17, Southey. New Zealand now 90 for 8.
So Southey departs for 17.
Played it well. Played it very well, Reece Young. And New Zealand will force Pakistan to bat again. Plays it again, and this time has fallen for the trap.
And Young this time did not get over the top of it. Hit it straight down the throat of Ali. And he took a really good catch running backwards. He's pretty happy about it. So Reece Young has been dismissed for 12. New Zealand 96 for 9. Chris Martin, the last man standing, comes to the wicket for New Zealand. 96 for 9. They lead by 4. And not great figures that are going to get New Zealand out of a big hole they've dug for themselves.
He's away. Go! Pin your ears back, son. There's 3 in this. They're sprinting between the wickets. Chris Martin's going for it. He's got it. He's going to get back, and he's going to make 100. We may want to explain that. That's 100 runs in the career of Chris Martin.
Yeah, folks, just wondering why he's not lifting his bat. Because he hasn't got 100 in this innings, but just hundreds overall, 100 overall in his career.
There it is in the runs column. That's 60 matches, 100 runs. And he's away again, and he might pick up 4 here. He will pick up 4 as it runs. It is runs to Chris Martin. He's a gutsy character, Chris Martin, though. He'll stand his ground. Oh, this is up in the air. He's out, is he? Is that off the bat? It is. It was an absolute ripper. A peach of a bouncer right on the money. So Chris Martin's innings has come to an end, as has the New Zealanders. They are all out for 110.
Too hot to handle, yes. Got the splice of the bat, and Yunus Khan there picking up the catch and finishing the innings. New Zealand all out for a disappointing 110, and so that leaves Pakistan just 18 to win the first test match. What a great performance from their bowlers on a flat track. They've got New Zealand on the mat.
Short and smashed through covers for 4. Shot of authority early on. And shots like that are really going to help, and that is just a quality punch down the ground for 4. That is the shot of an opener. Hooking, is this all the way? Is it 4? Goes for 4, so still 2 required. Straight down the ground. And that is the victory for Pakistan, and a wonderful victory for them, one that they'll treasure after everything that has happened for them. They needed good news, and they've got good news.
The National Bank Series was brought to you by Mitre 10.